This is your life.
Amadium Wapun Yahakodam. Rise and face the east. First, we're going to do the Lord's Prayer. Repeat after me. Abanawa, Shabbat Shemayim, Quadash, Haya, Shamka, Yahweh, Malak Waka, Thala'ah, Ratazaka, Haya, Aisha, Barataza, Kawa, Haya, Bashamayim, Lathananawa, Lakam, Ko, Yawam, Wasalaknau, Kabawatinau, Kasalaknau, Kabawatinau, Wala'ah, Wainau, Banasayawan, Abol, Awashainau, Mayan, Rai, Kaya, Laka, Hamalakwa, Waha'ala, Wahatapara, Laulamyam, Aman, and in the English, Our Father, which art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done, in earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread, and forgive us our debts, as we forgive our debtors. And lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. For thine is the kingdom, and the power, and the glory, forever. So be it. This is for Hakak, the power. First in Hebrew, then in English. Repeat after me. Yahweh, Ba'asham, Yahweh Shai, Bawakushah, Bathananawa, Hakak, Lamapa, Kamai Aka'ala, Wakal Madawa, Hakak, Latahar, Hamatazarayim, Hakak, Lahaklium, Hamathium, Hakak, Arakawa, Hatama'ala, Lagarashan, Ba'asham, Yahawashai, Thawada, Aman. And in the English, Lord, in the name of Yahushua, please give us the power to heal all manner of sickness and all manner of disease, the power to cleanse the lepers, the power to raise the dead, the power against unclean spirits, to cast them out in the name of Yahushua. Thank you, so be it. Psalms 121 in the Hebrew, first in the Hebrew, then in the English. Repeat after me. Asa'ah, Ayanya, Al-Hahari, Ma'ayan, Yaba'ah, Isaiah, Ma'ain, Yahweh, Aisha, Shemayim, Warataza, Al-Yathan, Lamawat, Ragalka, Al-Yanawam, Shamarka, Hana, La'ah, Yanawam, Wala'ah, Yayishan, Shawamar, Yasha'ala, Yahweh, Shamarka, Yahweh, Kazalka, Al-Yad, Yamayanka, Yawamam, Hashamash, La'ah, Yakaka, Wayarak, Belial, Yahweh, Shamarka, Makal Rai, Yashamar, Athnapashka, Yahweh, Yashamar, Taza'afka, Wawawaka, Ma'atha, Wa'ai, Awalam. And then the English. I will lift up my eyes into the hills. From whence cometh my help? My help cometh from Yahweh, which made heaven and earth. He will not suffer thy foot to be moved. He that keepeth thee will not slumber. Behold, he that keepeth Israel shall neither slumber nor sleep. The Lord is thy keeper. The Lord is thy shade upon thy right hand. The sun shall not smite thee by day, nor the moon by night. The Lord shall preserve thee from all evil. He shall preserve thy soul. Yahweh shall preserve thy going out and thy coming in, from this time forth and even forevermore. So be it. This is Psalms 83 in the Hebrew first, then in the English. Repeat after me. Alahayim, Al-Damayalaka, Al-Thakarash, Wa Al-Tashakwat, Al-Kayahana, Anawabyaka, Yahama Yawan, Wa Mashanayaka, Nasha'awa, Ra'ash, Al-Amaka, Ya'arimwa, Sawad, Wayatatazawa, Altazawapanyaka, Amarwa, Lakawa, Wanakamadium, Magawiya, Wala'a, Yazakar, Sham Yasha'ala, Awad, Kaya, Kaya Nawatazawa, La, Yakadwa, Al Yakad, Barya, Yakakwa, Alahaya, Adawam, Washama'alium, Mawa'aba, Wahagarium, Gabal, Wa'amawan, Wa'amalak, Palashah, I'm Yeshavia, Tazawar, Gam Ashawar, Nalawai, Amam, Hayawai, Zarawai, Labanya, Lawat, Salah, Ashalaham, Kamadian, Kasa Yasara'ah, Kayabian, Banakal, Koyashwan, Nashamadwa, Bayan, Da'arya, Hayawa, Daman, La Dama, Shayathimwa, Nadabimwa, Karab, Wakaza'aba, Wakazabak, Wakatazamanai, Kal Nasakya Salakia, Kal Nasayakimwa, Ashar, Amarwa, Na Yarasa, Lanawa, Naatwa, Alahayim, Alahaya, Shayathimwa, Kagavala, Kakwash, Lapanya Raka, Ka'ash, Taba'arya Ya'arya, Waka Lahaba, Balahat, Harim, Khan, Daradatma, Basa'aryaka, Wabawasapafka, Sabahalium, Mala'ah, Panyaham, Kwalawan, Wayabakwashwa, Shamka, Yahweh, Yabashwa, Yabahawa, Yaid, Yakaparwa, Yabadwa, Yadawa, Kaya, Atha, Shamka, Yahweh, Labadka, Al Yawan, Al Kaharataza. And in the English, keep not thy silence, O Yahweh. Hold not thy peace, and be not still, O Yahweh. For lo, thine enemies make a tumult, and they that hate thee have lifted up the head. They have taken crafty counsel against thy people, and consulted against thy hidden ones. They have said, come, let us cut them off from being a nation, that the name of Israel may be no more in remembrance. For they have consulted together with one consent. They are confederate against thee. The tabernacles of Edom and the Ishmaelites of Moab and the Hagarenes, Gabal and Ammon and Amalek, the Philistines, with the inhabitants of Tyre. Ashur also is joined with them. They have hope in the children of Lot. Salah, do unto them as unto the Midianites, as to Sisera, as to Jabin, at the brook of Kasan, which perished at Endor. They became as dung for the earth. Make their nobles like Oreb, and like Zeb. Yea, all their princes, as Zabah, and as Zamunah, who said, let us take to ourselves the houses of Yahweh in possession. O my power, make them like a wheel, as the stubble before the wind, as the fire burns the wood, and as the flame sets the mountains on fire. So persecute them with thy tempest, and make them afraid with thy storm. Fill their faces with shame, that they may seek thy name. O Yahweh, let them be confounded and troubled forever. Yea, let them be put to shame and perish, that men may know that thou, whose name alone is Yahweh, art the most high over all the earth. So be it. This is the blessing for the power structure. Repeat after me, first in Hebrew, then in English. Barakatha Yahweh, Wa Yahweh Shah, Wa Ma Yaka Allah, Wa Allahayim, Matazabayah, Alawap Yahanna, Halawapium, Hasaranium, Hakotazanium, Hakayalium, Wa Akwathian, Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahweh Shai, the water, Aman. And in the English, bless you, Yahweh, and Yahweh Shai, and Michael, and the angels, commanding GEN.YAHANNA, the generals, the captains, the officers, the troopers, and the sisters. Yahweh, in the name of Yahweh Shai, thank you, so be it. Sar, which means to turn. Yashab, which means to sit. So right now we are doing Leviticus 9 and 17 all the way to Leviticus 10 and 19 to 11 and 6. So we're starting off in Leviticus 9 and 1 to 7, first in the Hebrew, then in the English. Leviticus 9 and 1. If you had the blue letter Bible app on your phone, or you have a Tanakh or a Torah with you, it will be good to look through that while I'm going through the Hebrew. Or if you just have your Bible with you, we are in Leviticus 9 and 1 to 7. We're going to call somebody up. Speak your name and try.
I.S.U.P.K.
I.S.U.P.K. Who's the other Bible? You shop? Leviticus 9 and 1 to 7. If you looking through the Torah, or the Tanakh, it will be Wayakwara. So we in Leviticus 9 and 1 to 7. So first in the Hebrew, Wayahaya, Wayawam, Hashem Yanya, Kwara, Mashah, Laharan, Wayabanyawa, Walazaquanya, Yasha'al. I bet you. Bear with me. All right, verse 2. Wayamar, Al, Haran, Kwak, Lakah, Agal, Ban, Bakwar, Lakata'at, Ayaw, La'ayala, Dama Yamam, Wahakarab, Lapanya, Yahweh. Verse 3. Wa'al, Banya, Yasha'ala, Tadabar, Lamar, Kwakwa, Shayar, Isayam, Lakata'at, Wa'agal, Wakabash, Banya, Shana, Damaya Mam, La'ayah. Verse 4. Washawar, Wa'ayaw, Lachalamyam, Lazabak, Lapanya, Yahweh, Wamanakak, Balawala, Bashaman, Kaya, Hayawam, Yahweh, Nawa'aha, Alahayaka. Alayakam. Verse 5. Wayakwakwa, Ashar, Tazawa, Mashah, Al, Panya, Ahal, Mawa'ai, Wayakarabwa, Kal, Hada, Waya Amadwa, Lapanya, Yahweh. Verse 6. Wayamar, Mashah, Zah, Hadabar, Ashar, Zawa, Yahweh, the Aishwa, Wayura'ah, Alayaka, Kabawad, Yahweh. Verse 7. Wayamar, Mashah, Al, Aharan, Korab, Al, Hamazabak, Waisha, Ak, Kata'aka, Wa'ah, Alaka, Wakapar, Ba'aidka, Waba'aid, Ha'ain, Waisha, Koraban, Ha'ain, Wakapar, Wa'adam, Kashar, Tazawa, Yahweh. That's it. See, all of this is because you studied and learned the alphabet and stuck with it and tried to make practice perfect. You know, I learned from all the generals, especially General Kobalamov and Captain Oz, and you know, even though the brother not here, the other General Mayaka Allah, you know, that was at 234 Park Avenue. He tried to drill it in my head, and I finally got it. You know, I know this will make him proud. You know, I'm able to read and speak it and write it. But you can read in Leviticus 9:1 on down to 7.
And it came to pass on the 8th day that Moses called Aaron and his sons and the elders of Israel. Verse 2. And he said unto Aaron, take thee a young calf for a sin offering, and a ram for a burnt offering without blemish, or offer them before the Lord.
Stop right there. And it says, and Aaron, so when you see in Leviticus 9:1, this is Moses calling all Aaron and his sons, which are basically the Levites, because there's something important about to be happening. This is why, you know, Moses coming and sacrificing a young calf for a sin offering. And, you know, it says a burnt offering without blemish. So this is a lamb that got nothing wrong with him, that's strong and healthy, that nothing is wrong with it, that has to be sacrificed. Because see, what happened in the past, why Yahweh became the ultimate sacrifice for Israel's sins, is because we would sin and then offer the lamb up to be sacrificed, or we would offer the lamb up first and then go ahead and sin. That's why, you know, the law of sacrifice doing that was done away with. And Yahweh Jesus Christ, Yahweh Mashiach, became the ultimate sacrifice. So we was abusing that right. You know, because the Most High needs to be made an offering by blood, you know, and we abused it so much, the Most High said, nah, none of y'all you can't do that no more. Y'all being too wicked. How is y'all going to sin first and then sacrifice, or then sacrifice and then sin? It makes no sense. If you truly was worthy of, you know, being sorry for what you done, it wouldn't have been all that need to go out and do the evil things before you want to go ahead and be forgiven. You would just not do them. That's why we have the law, statute, commandments to keep us in line and in order. And our people the only one that got it, because when you go out and see these other nations around us, they are very unlawful. They are very wild. They are very crazy, because why? They don't have what we have. We even if we haven't came into the I.S.U.P.K yet and learned this law, statute, commandments, we have some moral stability within us to see some of the things that we do is wrong. We don't want to, we have it in us not to do as those other nations, but we really learn it when we get under the righteous authority of the Most High in Christ in the I.S.U.P.K. Go ahead.
And unto the children of Israel, thou shalt speak, saying, Take ye a kid of the goats from a sin offering, and a calf and a lamb, both of the first year, without blemish, for a burnt offering. Verse 4. Also a bullock and the ram for peace offerings, to sacrifice to the Most High, and a meat offering mingled with oil. For today the Most High will appear unto you.
So you see where it differentiates to where you saw that the Most High tell us to take a lamb and then a goat. But now it's talking about a bullock or a bull and then a ram. So the Most High used different animal sacrifices for different things, and when we abused that, that took away all of that. But one of the laws that was still kept was during the Passover, we must eat of the lamb and take of the bitter herb, and which is basically horseradish, and also drink the fruit of the vine, which is the wine. But it tell us not to be drunkish. You know what I'm saying? So we can drink according to the scriptures, because why? Christ drank wine. That's why, the other nations or the Pharisees and Sadducees, which is equivalent today, would be your pastor and preacher talk about, oh, you can't do this. How much better are we than Yahushua? And he drank wine. So guess what? We can drink wine, and Christ is perfect. We not perfect, but we trying to be perfect like our Father in heaven, like the scriptures say. So them pastors up in the churches are dead wrong for saying you cannot drink. Because even the scriptures say in another scripture, take a drink for thy infirmities, or drink a little wine for thy stomach's sake. So what the hell the pastor and preachers talk about? You can't drink. And that's for all them wrong Christians out there that don't follow one law of the Most High in Christ. When are you going to start coming into the I.S.U.P.K, celebrating Passover, celebrating the Feast of First Fruit, celebrating the high holy days of the Most High, and keep all these heathen holidays, like Amos 5:21-23 says? Go on.
And they brought that which Moses commanded before the tabernacles of the congregation. And all the congregation drew near and stood before the Most High. And verse 6. And Moses said, This is the thing which the Most High commanded, that ye shall go, ye shall do. And the glory of the Most High shall appear unto you. Verse 7. And Moses said unto Aaron, Go unto the altar.
And then in verse 6, it says, and the Most High commanded Moses to do this before all the congregation. So unlike the Christian and the Catholic Church, nothing was done in secret. Whatever the Most High commanded the high priest to do at the time, which was Moses, he commanded him to do it in front of everybody so everybody can see the Most High power. The Most High do not hide from us. He shows us in many ways, but also he showed these heathens in many ways too, by sending tornadoes, earthquakes, these terrible storms, you name it. Anything that happened on earth, whether it's good or bad, the Most High does it. If you were so-called a God, like they be trying to say that they are in Psalms 82:6, how come you can't stop what the Most High is doing if you such a God? Come on now, you can't even stop yourself from dying. So that show you that if it ain't of the Most High, it's not the truth, and you cannot save yourself. And also it says the Most High commanded this, so while the Most High spoke, it tell you his word shall not come back void. So when the Most High speaks something into fruition, it's going to happen, whether you like it or not, because the Most High is not a respecter of persons, and he does not care for your feelings. He just want it done. So when he give the orders to the angel, it is the angels that have done it. So when he give them the order, it's straight up done, and there's nothing you can do about it. And it says in verse 6, and Moses said, This is the thing which the Lord commanded ye should do, and the glory of the Lord shall appear unto you. The glory of the Most High, when we had when we had the temple, it would be this place in the temple, which was the holies of holies, to where, you know, the Most High would send down his glory or appear. And, you know, only Moses could go unto him. Anybody else, you know, you would basically perish, because it says you cannot see the face of the Most High and live. So, you know, he showed himself to Moses at another time in the scriptures, to where Moses showed him his backside. Nothing homo about that. When they talk about his backside, it's talk about Moses getting a back view of him and seeing his arms, his leg, and his feet, showing you the Most High did have color, and that he showed himself to Moses. And also he told Moses, you cannot look at my face, because looking at my face, you basically dead. Go ahead.
And offer thy sin offering and thy burnt offering, and make an atonement for thyself and for the people, and offer the offerings of the people, and make an atonement for them as the Most High commanded.
Yeah, because you know we even have a high holy day called the Day of Atonement, to where you fast for 24 hours, which is from sundown to sundown, and the Most High will wipe the slate clean for all the rest of your life if you do the Day of Atonement. Of course, we're gonna rack up stuff throughout the year, because it's things that we don't know what we're doing, and some things we do know what we're doing, but we gotta go to the Most High and ask forgiveness through Yahweh. So we have a high holy day, which is the Day of Atonement, to where the Most High wipe your slate completely clean, and you start fresh and new. It's not how the Christians or the Baptists or these religious saying, "Oh, you bucking, shucking, and jiving, and you up there going into one of those spells, and you all of a sudden got the Holy Ghost." That word Holy Ghost by itself is wicked. The word ghost come from the German word Geist, which means a spirit. So it could be evil or whatever. That's why the Most High said, don't deal with people that can fortune tell. Don't deal with people that can claim they can read the future, or with psychics, or with wizards, or with witches. And the scripture tell you a witch shall not live, which means back then, that's why they was doing the witch trials, because if you was accused, they got out of the Bible that a witch should not live, which means they killed these witches, these fortune tellers, these soothsayers. And that's what these Christian pastors in the churches, these Christian pastors in the churches are doing. They soothsaying, so that is a form of witchcraft. If they're not telling you the truth out of the Bible, it is straight up witchcraft. They're trying to soothe your ear to turn your heart away from the Most High, just like these other nations do when you get with them, which is against the law, Deuteronomy 7:3-4. Go on.
Verse 8, and Aaron on therefore went unto the altar and slew the calf of the sin offering, which was for himself. Verse 9, and
It was to 7. It was to 7. All right. Salakia, we went over by 1. But we'll go over 8 again. So, Amadi. He always. Stand straight up. Yeah, go ahead and say it. Mayakawa, Banga, Banyashala. Yahweh Hashem Yahushua Barakatah. Mayakawa. So we're in Leviticus 9 and 8. First in the Hebrew, then in the English. Wayakarab, Aharon, Al, Hamazabak, Waishakat, Agal, Hakata'af, Ashar, Lawak. Verse 9, Wayakarabwa, Banya, Aharan, Hadam, Alaywa, Wayatabal, Atazabaiwa, Badam, Wayathan, Al, Koranwa, Hamazabak, Wa'ab, Hadam, Tazak, Al, Yasawad, Hamazabak. Verse 10, Wa'ab, Hakadlab, Wa'ab, Hakalya, Wa'ab, Hayatara, Man, Hakabad, Man, Hakata'af, Hakwatya, Hamazabak, Hamazabaka, Kashar, Tazawa, Yahweh, Mashah. Verse 11, Wa'ab, Habashar, Wa'ab, Hawar, Sharak, Ba'ash, Makatwatazah, Lamakana. Verse 12, Waishakat, Ha'ala, Waya Mataza Awa, Banya, Aharan, Alayawa, Hadam, Waya Rakawa, Al, Hamazabak, Sabya. 13, Wa'ab, Hala, Hamataza Ya'awa, Alayawa, Wanatak Ya, Wa'ab, Haraash, Wayakwatar, Al, Hamazabak. Verse 14, Wayara Kataza, Hakorab, Wa'ab, Hakarayam, Wayakwatar, Al, Hala, Hamazabakha. That's it. I'm reading it accurately, but I'm trying to be Captain Osh, Captain Osh speed, because he's really fast. He's really fast and very accurate. So, I'm trying to get up to that speed, which Captain Osh been an inspiration through all of that, and made me want to stay with it. So, in Leviticus 9 and 8 to 14, and that means please. Leviticus 9 and 8. Are you at 9?
You checking it?
9 and 8.
Yeah, I'm all right, start the first chapter or 8?
Verse 8.
Okay. Aaron therefore went unto the altar and slew the calf of the sin offering, which was for himself. And the sons of Aaron brought the blood unto him, and he dipped his finger in the blood, and put it upon the horns of the altar, and poured out the blood at the bottom of the altar.
Yeah, this is show that the Most High require an animal sacrifice, which is no longer done, unlike these other nations, which actually used many of their wicked rituals with sacrificing and killing their own to try to, make a peace offering with their fake God. The Most High didn't require us to kill anybody righteously unless they broke the law, and it was it was out of our hands by then, because not only did the Most High come to the Levites and say, according to the law, this person is wrong, so wrong that he cannot be here, and the Most High required him back. We did not do as the other nations, sacrifices our own people like that, just murdering them, because this is the difference between murder and kill. Like I always break it down when somebody wants to know the difference between murder and kill. To kill means you've done something very justly and righteously, because you might have to kill for your family, you might have to kill to defend yourself, you might have to defend your brother or your sister, and you might have to strike that person down just so that y'all can be safe, because in these times today, you're going to have to defend your family, and very soon it's going to get to a point where you ain't got no choice but to defend your family. But the difference is when you murder somebody, it's unjustly. You're doing it because of the lust and the evil and wickedness of your heart. And what in the churches the pastor and preacher do, he murdering our people all day by telling them lies, telling them no truth according to the Bible, breaking not one scripture down. That's why you can't ask no questions in the church, because why? He want to deceive you with lies. He want to tell you what he wants you to tell you. And guess what? You learn nothing coming from out these churches, coming from out their whorehouse, their sinful place, such as the Christian and the Baptist church. It's nothing that we haven't been saying since 1969. And guess what? The church is still wicked. You can find that out in Romans 1:25-32. It tells you what happens in the churches. All the whoredom that you got in the club, in the whorehouses, is the same thing that's happening in church. You got so many men in there that's effeminate. I mean, goodness gracious. They put on a suit and tie and they think they Gloria Vanderbilt. If you know who that is. They think they Versace. Come on, they ain't what the Most High told us to wear. First Maccabees 14:9, the Most High told us to put on a war pearl. And also the scriptures say, rise up, Israel, put on thy beautiful garments, which means the custom of our people wearing the fringes and the border of blue and having the king's name on all our stuff. Like you see me with these wristbands, or you see our sisters in here with their hair covered and they come in modest apparel. Not with their, excuse me for saying this, not with their ass out, not with their breasts hanging out, not coming in church with no panties on. Come on. How you going to think you're going to serve the Lord and you half naked? You can't serve the Lord and you half naked. And they always talk about come as you are. That's why I opened up the gate with the Christian church to bring in homosexuality into the church by saying come as you are. But when you look into the Bible about the homosexuality, Leviticus 20:13 cuts that. Leviticus 20:13 cuts that. Also, when you go through Romans 1:25 down to 32, it talks about them being lovers of themselves, working that which is unseemly, lust towards one another. The Most High ain't with that. The Most High said the union is between a man and a woman. So the LGBT can go to hell on that. I'm going to do as the Most High say. I'm not trying to be out here and die because I want to go ahead and do something in my heart that is lustful. Keep the commandments. The Most High said that, and Christ in agreement with the Most High said that. Keep the commandments. If you love them, keep them. And they was only given to one nation of people, so you can go ahead and break them, but we in the I.S.U.P.K are going to do as the Most High commanded us to do.
Go ahead. So I think that was a little long, but it's in my spirit. Go ahead.
But the fat and the kidneys and the collarbone, the liver of the sin offering, he burnt upon the altar as the Lord commanded Moses, and the fresh and the hide he burnt with fire without the camp. Verse 12. And he slew the burnt offering, and Aaron's sons presented unto him the blood which he sprinkled around about. But the altar, verse 13, and they presented the burnt offering unto him with the pieces of thereof and the head and he burnt them upon the altar. Verse 14, and he washed the inwards and the legs, and burnt them upon the burnt offerings. On the leg offering on the altar.
So yeah, we used the whole animal when we had to sacrifice the animal. We used the whole animal. We did not do like the so-called white man, what he did to the North American Indians, chop up the animal, take the pelt from the animal, let the animal freeze to death and die in the wilderness. Or he would go ahead and just take the head like Esau do now, or the so-called white man do now with his big game hunting, and put the head up on the wall and have it for a trophy, but yet the rest of the animal was going to waste, which could, if it's a buffalo, it could have fed the whole damn village or a family. That show you how wicked he is. And when you go to Job, the 12th chapter, and something like the 7th verse, it tells you that he pollutes his own water, which he's stupid. How you gonna pollute your own water and think you're gonna get something healthy to drink? He killed all the animals and let it go to waste and rot. He dig everything out of the sea and the ocean. That's why the ocean look like it is. Otherwise, it would be crystal clear. We have a law in the Bible that if you love God, you should be doing. If you love the Most High, that we should not be eating anything out of the sea that does not have fins and scales. Go ahead.
Right, so I heard that they're trying to take that the water, the fresh water from out, trying to take salt water, put it into the system, but I'm thinking when that killfish,
Yeah, they trying to recycle and do the salt water and turn it into pure clean water. But then if you do that, you taking the actual salt minerals out of the ocean that keeps the ocean filtered and healthy. So either way they killing it. So you can't with Esau, you can't get good out of that. The Most High said, "What is made crooked cannot be made straight." Esau been crooked since the beginning. So why is he going to change now? That's why the Most High also asked, "Can the leopard change its spots?" What a leopard is born with, which is spots, which is used for camouflage out there in the wilderness. You think Esau going to change? He going to steal, rape, rob, murder, pollute, and kill everything he can until he can't no more. But guess what? The Most High got an answer for him, and that's the I.S.U.P.K and the 12 tribes of the nation of Israel. His day is coming. Any more? Oh, it's a lot. Amadio?
I.S.U.P.K, SHALAM.
Yasha Bangad, Bangya Shala. Yahweh Hashem, Yahweh Shah Barakatah. Good job. Somebody is getting it up. That's how we are. All right. So we in Leviticus 9 and 15 to 21. Leviticus 9 and 15. Wayakorab Av Kwaraban Ha'am Wayakwak Av Sha'ayar Hakata Av Ashar Aim Wayashakat Hawa Waya Ta'a Hawa Kara Ashwan. Verse 16. Wayakorab Ka Ah Hala Wayasha Kama Shapat. Verse 17. Wayakorab Ah Hamanaka Wayamal Salakia Waya Mala'a Kapwa Mamana Wayakwatar Al Hamazabak Malabad Allah Habakwa. Verse 18. Wayishakak, Hashawar, Wa'ab, Hayal, Zabak, um, Hashalamyam, Ashar, La'im, Wayama Taza Awa, Banya, Aharan, Hadam, Aliyawa, Wayaza Rakhawa, Al, Hamazabak, Sabiyah. Verse 19. Wa'a, Hakalabiam, Man, Hashawar, Waman, Ha'ayal, Ha'alya, um, Waham, Wahakasa, Waha Makasa, Wahakalia, Wayatra, Hakabad. Verse 20. Wayashyam wa, Hakalabiam, Al, Hakaza wa, Wayakwatar, Hakalabiam, Hamazabakha, verse 21. Wa'a, Hakazabak, Hakazawa, Wa'a, Shawak, Hayamyam, Hanayat, Aharan, Lanawapa, Lapanya, Yahweh, Kashar, Tazawa, Mashah. That's it. All right. So you reading Leviticus 19 and 15 to 21. Leviticus 19 and 15 to 21. I mean Leviticus 9 and 15. Leviticus 9 and 15. Mhm. Go ahead.
And he brought the people's offering and took the goat, which was the sin offering for the people, and slew it and offered it for sin as the first. Verse 16. And he brought the burnt offering of your of offered it according to the manner. Verse 17. And he brought the meat offering and took an handful thereof and burnt it upon the altar, besides the burnt sacrifice of the morning. Verse 18. He slew all. He slew also the bullock and the ram for a sacrifice of peace offering, which was for the people, and Aaron's sons presented unto him the blood, which he sprinkled upon the altar round about. Verse 19. And the fat of the bullock and of the ram, and that which covereth the inwards, and the kidneys, and the cow above the liver. Verse 20. And they put the fat upon the breast, and he burnt the fat upon the altar. Verse 21. And the breast and the right shoulder Aaron's waved for a wave offering before the Most High, as Moses commanded. Verse 22. And Aaron.
Yeah, so unlike the churches, what they do today, when Moses had sacrifice, first he had to make a sacrifice for him, Aaron's sons, and himself first, because no priest could come unto the Most High behind the altar or behind the priest's table and not be clean. That's why it's a certain protocol. That's why it says in the manner thereof. Because if a priest was to come behind here and he wasn't clean, guess what would happen? The Most High killed him in front of everybody. The Most High do not play. When the Most High say be perfect and be clean, you can't be a priest of his and be downright doing your dirty deeds and not the Most High deal with you in front of everybody. That's showing you how they have it set up in court. It was according to how the Most High set Levi up. That's why they have the two scales, which is for the tribe of Levi. Because why? They was the justice givers, the law. They was the ones who enforced the law. You actually had a Levite back in past times come up to your door and chop off your head. Yeah, Levi was that vicious back in the day. But now we gotta have mercy and know how to treat each other according to the scriptures. We might get those days back again, but that show you how we have to keep the law. Yeah, Levite will come knock on your door. The Most High had sent a sign saying you did this and do this. No, I ain't do this. Really? And they would pray to the Most High. The Most High would show them something. Ain't no getting out of that. The Most High is not a man that he should lie. And so, as far as the sacrificing is concerned, you see how they set their sacrifice aside from the people's, and then did a sacrifice for the people to be forgiven. So it's showing you that it's a protocol and a setup and a way that you do all things for the Most High. That everything is done by protocol, everything is done by the book, and everything is done, like the scripture said, in decency and in order. So with that, we got time for a little bit more before we hit the prayers, and then soon go to camp. So, Amadium. Mayaka Allah. Bagad Banyasha. Yahweh Hashem Yahshua Rakba. Y'all trying to get me out of my job. Please don't do that. I need this. I see y'all coming up. See, I'm gonna be an old man right on the side saying, good job. I'm gonna be an old man on the side. Exactly. I want my walker. I'm gonna be right on the side saying, good job. So we in Leviticus 9 and 22. First in the Hebrew. Waya Sha'ah. That's right. Waya Sha'ah, Aharon, Yadawa, Al, Ha'ain, Waya Barakam, Waya Rad, Ma'ashah, Hakata'ah, Waha Arla, Waha Shalamyam. 23. Wayaba'a, Mashah, Waharan, Al, Ahal, Mawa'ai, Wayataza'awa, Wayabarakwa, Ha'ain, Wayara'a, Kaba, Yahawa, Al, Kal, Ha'ain. 24. Yeah. Wayataza'ah, Ash, Malapanya, Yahweh, Watakal, Al, Hamazabak, Ha'ala, Wa'a, Abiam, Wayara, Kal, Ha'aim, Wayaranwa, Wayapalwa, Al, Panyaham. 10 and Leviticus 10 and 1. Wayakwakwa, Banya, Aharon, Nadab, Waba Yahawah, Ayash, Makathakwa, Wayathanwa, Bahan, Ash, Wayisha Yamwa, Alayaha, Quatara, Wayakorabwa, Lapanya, Yahweh, Ash, Zara, Ashar, Ba'a, Tazawa, Atham. Verse 2. Wata Taza'a, Ash, Malapanya, Yahweh, Malapanya, Yahweh, Wata Akal, Awatham, Wayamatwa, Lapanya, Yahweh. Verse 3. Vayamar, Mashah, Al, Aharon, Hawa'ah, Ashar, Tabar, Yahweh, Lamar, Bakorabya, Akodash, Baal, Panya, Ka, Ma'aim, Akabat, Wayudam, Aharon. Verse 4. Wayakorah, Mashah, Al, Maya Sha'al, Wa'al, Alatazapan, Banya, Azaya'al, Dad, Aharon, Wayamar, Alaham, Korabwa, Sha'al, Hakayakam, Ma'af, Panya, Hakodash, Al, Makawataza, Lamaka Na. That's it. So many words in there is long. And we do have Hebrew language class, Lachawan Kodash, Holy Tongue, on Friday nights from 7 to 9, from 7 p.m. to 9 p.m. So get in class, learn your language that is your heart. According to Jeremiah 17 and 4, it says, thou shalt be discontinued from thy heritage, which is our language, which is this Lashawan Kodash, and our heritage of being an Israelite or a Hebrew Israelite, and come back to the knowledge, wisdom, and understanding of the Bible. So go ahead. So we're in Leviticus 9 and 22.
What, the other chapter?
Okay. Leviticus 9 and 22. Okay. 9 and 22.
Okay. And he brought the other ram, the ram of consecration, and Aaron and his sons laid their hands upon the head of the ram.
Go ahead. Okay. Cut to lock you. My mom was a chair for a second.
Verse 23, and he slew it, and Moses took the blood of it and put it upon the tip of Aaron's right ear and on his right hand and upon the great toe of his right foot. Verse 24, and he brought Aaron's sons, and Moses put the blood upon the tip of their right ear, upon their great toes, and he sprinkled. Yeah, you said start again, then you start at 20. So,
We can start at 24 right here.
right here? Start there. Okay. And there came a fire out of from before the Lord came and consumed upon the altar and burnt the offering and the fat which when all the people offering and the fat which saw, they shouted and fell on their faces. And Nadab and Abihu, the sons of Aaron, and took either of his sons and put the fire therein and put an incense thereon and offered the strange fire before the Lord which he commanded them not. Verse 2, and there went out a fire from the Lord and devoured them, and Moses died before the Lord. Verse 3.
So this showing you that the Most High is not to be played with. The Most High sends out fire, storms, earthquakes to devour our enemies, and to show our enemies that He is not playing. He'll even send fire against us if we disrespect or break His laws. The Most High is not a man to be played with. When the Most High says to do something, He means it. This is not something that He's telling you. This is not something that the Most High be like, well, you can do it if you choose. The Most High commands you to do it, means do it or else you die. That's what the Most High means. You do it or you die. That's what the commandments are saying. Do this or you shall be punished. And if you continue not to do my laws, you will die. So thank the Most High for these other nations catching hell. Even though they can't do the law, the Most High is showing His power in the earth right now.
Okay. Verse 3. Then Moses said unto Aaron, this is it, that the Lord spake, saying, I will be sanctified in them that come nigh me, and before all the people I will glorify. And Aaron held his peace. Verse 4. And Moses called Michelle and Elephon, and the sons of Uziel, and the uncle of Aaron, and said unto them, come near and carry your brethren from there the sanctuary out of the camp.
So with that, Amadium. Yeah, one more. Time for at least time for one more. Oh, God, we still gotta do it. Cause I should have said that in English. Come on. Just stand there in the mighty and present that self.
It's like what I said.
Cause you tribe and
Okay, come. Kazakama, Banya Hawada, Banya Shala.
Kazakama, Banya Hawada, Banya Shala. Mari, Barak.
Yahweh Hashem, Yahweh Shah, Barakatah.
Yahweh Hashem, Yahweh Shah, Barakatah. So we are in Leviticus 10 and 5 to 11, first in the Hebrew. Leviticus 10 and 5. Wayakarabwa, Wayasham, Baka Thum, Al, Makawataza, Lamakana, Kashar, Tabar, Mashah, verse 6. Wayamar, Mashah, Al, Haran, Wala Lizar, Wala Yakmar, Bani Ruwa, Ra'ashikam, Al, Taparaiwa, Wabagad Yakam, La'a, Taparamwa, Wala'a, Tamatwa, Wa'al, Kal, Ha'ada, Yakwatazak, Waka, Asalaki, Wa'ak Yakam, Kal, Baya, Yasha'al, Yaba, Gabakwa, Ab, Hasharpa, Ashar, Sharap, Yahweh. Verse 7. Wamapatak, Ahal, Mawai, La'a, Tatazawa, Pan, Tamakwa, Kaya, Shaman, Mashaka, Yahweh, Alayakam, Waya Aishwa, Kadabar, Mashah, verse 8. Shalom, verse 8. Wayadabar, Yahweh, Alaha, Aaron, Lamar, verse 9. Yayan, Wajakar, Al, the Shah, Atha, Wabanyaka, Athaka, Babakam, Al, Ahau, Mawai, Wala'a, Tamakwa, Kakwa, Awalam, Ladarathikam. Verse 10. Walahabad Yaw, Bayan, Hakodash, Wabayan, Hakal, Wabayan, Hata Ma'a, Wabayan, Hata Hawar. Verse 11. Wala Hawra, Wala Hawra, Ab, Banya, Ab, Kal, Hakwak, Yam, Ashar, Dabar, Yahweh, Alayaham, Bayad, Mashah, Ha. That's it. Some of them words is whoop, but you gotta know when and where. That's the difference between the ancient Hebrew and the Assyrian, because the Assyrian does not have connectors but have endings, and the ancient have connectors but do not have the endings. So you gotta know the difference when and where. So go ahead.
Come God. Leviticus chapter 10, verse 5. Come God. Come God. So they went near and carried them in their coats out of the camp, as Moses had said. And Moses said unto Aaron, and unto Eleazar, and unto Ithamar, his sons, uncover not your heads, neither rend your clothes, lest ye die, and lest wrath come upon all the people. But let your brethren, the whole house of Israel, bewail the burning which the Lord hath kindled.
Stop right there. So this was in the time of mourning, because the Most High had just put some of the sons who had did this deed against the Most High to death, had fire appear and burnt them to a crisp. So in this time where Moses had told unto Aaron and his sons, don't uncover your heads, don't tear your clothes unless ye go and die, unless wrath come upon all the people. But let your brethren, the whole house of Israel, bewail burning, which the Lord, what the Lord had kindled. So they kindle an anger in the wrath of the Most High. So what does the Most High do when you kindle His anger? He either punish you or kill you. And at this instant, the Most High had killed them with fire, had fire come out of nowhere and appear on them and burnt them to a crisp. Imagine seeing that. You would be shocked. There is a such thing as spontaneous combustion, but guess what? The Most High does that. The Most High sent that angel to set your behind on fire. The Most High does not play. The Most High, unlike the Christian churches make it seem like, the Most High is the Most High. He is not going to negotiate with you. He is not going to try to plead bargain with you. The Most High said, do it or die. He acting like the Most High is some type of person that you can go to, well, let me make this deal with you. No, you cannot make a deal with the Most High. You either do it or you die. That's the whole premises of the whole thing. And I'm glad that we know this and the other nations don't. So guess what? We're going to watch them when those chariots come from the sky and bring the destruction on earth for our benefit, for our sakes, so that we can be liberated from these other nations. And we're going to rejoice in that. I know I got to axe the grind with every goddamn nation on this planet. I got a hard axe to grind. Go ahead.
Oh, God. Leviticus chapter 10, verse 7. And ye shall not go out from the door of the tabernacle of the congregation, lest ye die. From the anointing oil the Lord is upon you. And they did according to the word of Moses. And the Lord spake unto Aaron, saying, do not drink wine nor strong drink, thou nor thy sons with thee, when ye go into the tabernacle of the congregation, lest ye die. It shall be a statute forever throughout your generations.
That right there. This was only told to Aaron at the time that he should not drink or wine, because at the time, how can you perform something as holy as what the Most High wants you to perform, the duties that He told you, and you all drunk? He just saw some of his brethren get killed in front of him, so he was at a point to where he was very sorrowful. He was at a point to cry, but the Most High had to toughen him up and be like, you're going to see more of this. Basically, in layman terms, you're going to see a lot of brethren die for the wrong that they doing. So you don't go ahead and do what I told you to do. This ain't no time to be crying. So the Most High toughen up. That's how it is when we go out into the highways and the byways to bring our people in. We're going to see stuff happen in front of us and in front of the camp. I done seen somebody get killed in front of the camp for not only disrespecting the Most High, but the priests and prophets of the Most High. And they died right in front of the camp. And guess what? We kept on speaking as the Most High commanded us to do. Isaiah 58:1. Cry aloud, spare not. The Most High didn't spare that brother. It was for that brother to die. It was nothing that we could do to negotiate with the Most High to save that brother, because the Most High said it was time for him to go. So when these Christian churches up there talk about, oh, I'm going to ask the Most High for this, you don't even know the Most High name to be asking for nothing in the first place, because why? You have not the truth. How you going to call upon the name of the Most High and you don't even know it? That's the simple thing that the churches always work with, but they try to hide it. You don't know the name of the Most High. You cannot speak Hebrew, which is the language He gave to us. So how you going to call upon Him? How you going to call upon Yahweh? How you going to call upon Jesus Christ, Yahweh Shah for that point? So guess what? Until you come into the truth of the I.S.U.P.K and you of Black, Hispanic, and Native Indian descent, you are never or not going to get the truth. Any more?
Verse. Oh, it's a lot. What? Verse 10. And that ye may put difference between holy and unholy. But
it said put the difference between what?
Between holy and unholy.
So you got to put the difference between holy and unholy. What is righteous to the Most High and what is unrighteous in the scriptures. Come on. So that means the Most High say, do what is right, don't do wrong. Do as I say, don't go against me. And holy also means separate. So when the Most High made us a holy people under Him, He separated us from the other nations of the planet and gave us these laws, statutes, commandments to make us high above everybody, and also make the difference between us and the rest of the world, which the rest of the world and these nations are wicked. And you see the things that they've done do to us on a daily basis, showing you that they have no heart or consent for and don't care because they serve other gods, these other nations, and they got us to turn our heart away from the Most High. But guess what? We all got to come back to the Most High in Christ and do these laws, statutes, commandments. That's what your heart means. Your heart means your mind. So in order to come back to the Most High, do as he say, keep his commandments, and they are not grievous. 1 John 5:3. Any more?
And clean, and between unclean and clean. Verse 11. And that ye may teach the children of Israel all the statutes which the Lord hath spoken unto them by the hand of Moses.
By the hand of what?
By the hand of Moses.
By the hand of Moses. Even Moses had prophesied Christ about Christ coming. So if Moses doing the law, guess who also doing the law? Christ is doing Yahushua Hamashiach. Jesus Christ is doing the law, and the priests after Christ, which are us and the I.S.U.P.K, we also doing the law too. So that's showing you there's nothing new under the sun. If Moses had to do it, we got to do it. And it says for us to do this throughout our generations. So we running short on time, so we're going to read the rest in English. Amadia. That's all. Not to all. Banya Hawada, Banya Shalom. Yahweh Hashem Yahushua Barakah.
I was cleaning juice and fridge too.
So we're going to read the rest in English. We at Leviticus 10 and 12 to 18. Leviticus 10 and 12 to 18.
Leviticus chapter 10, verse 12. And Moses spake unto Aaron and unto Azazar and unto Altamar, his son that were left. Take the meat offering that remaineth of the offering of the Lord made by fire, and eat it without leaven besides the altar, for it is most holy. And ye shall eat it in the holy place, because it is thy due, and thy son due, and the sacrifice of the Lord made by fire. For so I am commanded. And the wave breast and have heaved shoulders shall ye eat in a clean place, thou and thy son, and thou and thy sons, and thy daughters with thee, for they be thy due and thy sons' due, which are given out of the sacrifices of peace offerings of the children of Israel.
Stop right there. So we had to make peace offering with the Most High, because just like a son may piss off his father, we piss off the Most High in ways that we don't know. So we had to make that peace offering, and this had to be done throughout our generations. Not just one person do it for the whole nation, but we had to do it so we can still be holy to the Most High. Because sometimes you don't know whether you tee off your father or you piss him off. So, you got to realize when you do it, that's why the Most High gave us laws, statutes, commandments, to know what's right from wrong. So we could go to our Father and ask him to forgive us. So, these other nations, they ain't got that. Who they going to go to? They're going to be under us very soon. Revelation 13, 9 and 10. So thank the Most High for that, for giving us what he gave us, which is holy, these laws, statutes, commandments.
The heaved shoulder And the wave breast shall they bring with the offering made by fire of the fat, to wave it for a wave offering before the Lord. And it shall be, and it shall be thine and thy sons with thee by a statute forever, as the Lord has commanded. 16. And Moses diligently sought the goat of the sin offering, and beheld, it was burnt, and he was angry with Eleazar, and Eleazar, and Ithamar. Wow. Wherefore have ye not eaten the sin offering in the holy place, saying it is most holy, and God has given it you to bear iniquity of the congregation, to make atonement for them before the Lord. Behold, the blood of it was not brought in within the holy place. Ye should indeed have eaten it in the holy place as I command.
So the Most High was saying, do as I told you, basically. They ain't going to do as the Most High say. Guess what? The Most High burnt them. And this ain't talking about going out there and finding a trick and doing this or that, but the Most High burnt you with fire, real fire. The thing that you have on a gas stove, that's blue or red sometimes, that fire. That's how you can also be cleansed with fire, which is this word, which is the scripture, this holy tongue, what's in the Bible. So with that, Amadio. You gotta get out proper. You gotta get out proper.
Believe proper.
I gotta call you up first. Not exactly shy. Present thyself.
Not exactly shy, one Yahweh, one Yasha'al.
Not exactly shy. One Yahweh, one Yasha'al.
How about Shem Yahweh Barakah?
How about Shem Yahweh Barakah?
Hallelujah.
All right, so we in Leviticus 10 and 19. to 11 and 6.
So like, you want not exactly read so you can finish eating.
Okay.
You mind reading not exactly sure?
Sure. Leviticus chapter 10, verse 19. Wa'yadabar, Aharon, Mashah, Han.
Leviticus 10 and 19. Wa'yadabar, Aharon, Mashah, Han. Hayawah, so like Hayawah, Hakwarabwa, Hata'atham, Wa'af, I'll-Thum, Lapanya, Yahweh, Wathaquara'ana, Afla, Ka'ala, Wa'akalafya, Kata'af, Hayawam, Hayayatab, Ba'ayanya, Yahweh, verse 20. Wayashemai, Mashah, Wayayatab, Ba'ayanya, Leviticus chapter 10 and verse, Leviticus chapter 11 and verse 1. Wayadabar, Yahweh, Mashah, Wa'al, Aharon, La'amor, Alhum, verse 2. The bar, Al, Banya, Yasha'ala, La'amor, Za'af, Hachahan, Hachayan, Ashar, Ta'akawa, Makar, Habahumah, Ashar, Ha'arataza, verse 3, Kal, Maparasah, Parasah, Sa'if, Shasai, Parasaf, Ma'alaf, Gabara, Babahamaha, Babahamaha, Atha, Ta'akawa, verse 4, Ak, Af, Zah, La'ah, Ta'akawa, Mama'alya, Hagara, Wama, yes. Mama Par, Yesa, Par, yes. Par, yeah. Wama, Mapar, Yerasya, what? Hapasa, Af, Hagamal, Kaya, Ma'ila, Gara, Hawa, Wapasa, Ayanawa, Ayananwa, Maparayas, Tama, Hawa'a, Lakal. We got two more. Verse 5. Wa'af, Hashapun, Kaya, Ma'ila, Gara'a, Hawa'a, Wapasaha, Wapasa, La'a, Yaga, Yaparias, Tama, Hayawa, Lakal, verse 6. Wa'af, Ha'aranab, Kaya, Ma'alaf, Gara, Hawa'a, Wapasaha, La'a, Haparyasa'a, Tama'a, Hayawa, Lakam. Seven there.
English, 10 and 19, 6. 10 and 19.
Wait, 10.
No, chapter 10, verse 19.
And Aaron said, verse 19, Leviticus 10 and 19. And Aaron said unto Moses, behold, this day have they offered their sin offering, their burnt offering before the Most High, and such things have befallen me. And if I had eaten the sin offering to the day, should it have been accepted in the sight of the Most High? Verse 20, and Moses heard that he was content. Verse 20, and Moses heard that he was content. And when Moses heard that, he was content. Verse 11, chapter Leviticus 11, verse 1. And the Most High spake unto Moses and to Aaron, saying unto them, verse 2, speak unto the children of Israel, saying, these are the beasts which ye shall eat among all the beasts that are on the earth.
So you see in verse 2 saying, speak unto the children of Israel, saying, these are the beasts which ye shall eat among all the beasts of the earth. So the Most High was making a difference between clean beasts and unclean beasts, or clean animals or unclean animals that you can eat. You can find out in Leviticus 11 and 47. He said, put the difference between clean and unclean.
Whatsoever part of the hoof and is clone-footed, and cheweth the cud among the beasts, that shall ye eat.
So when it's talking about an animal that can chew up the cud, this will talk about an animal that has many stomachs that could eat, swallow their food, regurgitate it, and keep on chewing. Cud is like cud is something like grass or vegetation that keeps on being chewed up and broken down by the animal by chewing it. Oh, Salaki, the answer is just grass. Go ahead. A goat, a cow, deer, many animals that eat the vegetation that the Most High deems as clean. Because there's some animals, like the pig, that they eat anything, and it's cloven hooded, it got a cloven hood, but the Most High said not to eat it because it is unclean to you. That's in Leviticus 11 and 7.
Verse 4. Nevertheless, these shall ye not eat of them that chew the cud, or of them that divide the hoof, as the camel, because they cheweth the cud, but divideth not the hoof. He is unclean unto you.
Because see, it's telling you now that you can't eat camel. Those herbs over there, they actually eating camel. That is something that we was told not to do. Okay, that we was not to do. So come on, go ahead.
Verse 5. And the pony, because he cheweth the cud, but divideth not the hoof. He is oh, wait, I read that. Verse 6. And the hare, because he cheweth the cud, but divideth not the hoof. He is unclean to you. Verse 7. And the swine, though he divided the hoof, and he cloven footed, and be cloven footed, yet he cheweth not the cud, he is unclean to you. Verse 8.
So with that, Mario, you want to ask you the praise or you want to salute the Lord? Amadium, Wapan Yaha Kwadam. Come on. Rise and face the east. Repeat after me. This is first in Hebrew, then in English. Abanawa. Shabbat Shemayim. Kodash. Hayah. Shemka. Yahweh. Malak Wakka. Taba'ah. Ratazaka. Hayah. Aisha. Baratazah. Kawa. Hayah. Bashemayim. Lathan Lakam. Ko. Yuwam. Wasalak now. Kabawak now. Kasalak now. Kabawak now. Wala'ah. Tabi'ai now. Wanasaya one. Abo. Hawashai now. Mayan. Rad. Kaya. Lakah. Amalakwa. Waha'ala. Wahatapara. La'alamin. Aman.
Our Father,
which art in heaven,
hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come. Thy will be done. In earth. As it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread. And forgive us our debt,
as we forgive our debtors. And lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. For thine is the kingdom, and the power, and the glory, forever. So be it.
One. Star, which means to turn. Sisters Yashab, please sit. Uncle Shaw. We're going to give a one courtesy salute to the teacher. Men of Israel, Amayim Shabbat, Amadium, Barak, Yahweh Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shah Barak Thumb, Yom Matah, Brother Sar, turn and face the sisters. Sisters, please stand. Give one courtesy salute to the sisters. Men of Israel, Amayim Shabbat, Amadium, Barak, Yahweh Shema Alathan Ba'ashem Yahweh Shah. Yadi Matah, class dismissed.
Just the officers of the board of the stuff on the table. Go ahead and finish that up. that all? No. Yeah, but it's Sure, you're right.